What's up? This is Draco.
And this is Alicia.
And you're now tuned in to OD
Podcast.
Oh.
Period. This might be my first time talking out loud today.
What?
I had a meeting today at work, and all I did was say hi when I joined, and I was quiet the whole time. But it wasn't a meeting that required me to do anything. It was just like something I should be aware of. And people was like, not people, my coworker was like, Alicia, do you have any questions? I was like, no. In my mind, I'm like, girl, I'm over here cleaning up. I ain't even. Sometimes if it's a meeting where I don't have to present or I don't have to like host it, honey, I'll be over here twerking in the mirror.
I really enjoy people who work from home. They Instagram stories. I be seeing people making smoothies and stuff during meetings. They be at home cleaning up, watching movies, twerking. You name it, they doing it.
Yeah, it's funny because that's when I get most of my cleaning done. But I can never get around to watching nothing. No, I can only listen. So I listen to a lot of podcasts. But if I start looking at a TV, then I'm not gonna be looking at my computer. So I just have to. But I listen. If I gotta have some, it gets to the point where I'm out of podcast listen to, and I just start listening to random ones I never heard of until I find something else to occupy my time. But I got it. Something got to be playing, and it can't be music because I'm being here rapping.
Okay.
But yeah, so we were out last week. Very necessary. Oh my God, so many things happened last week.
I said so much, but I really like. I feel like I really enjoyed my break. I enjoyed my holiday. This is probably one of the best Christmases I've had in years. And when I say years, I mean like probably ever. Like since I was a kid. Yeah, I mean, because honestly, since I've been an adult, I spent a lot of time on holidays with my friends because my family just wasn't like close like that. So like I do like Friendsgiving or Friendsmas during the holidays the day before the holiday, and I'll spend time with my family. But we don't really do nothing like the cooking thing. I just started doing recently just because I've been living on my own. So within the last couple of years, I've been doing that, but I'm never really around my family. So these last two holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, have been the best. I only spent time with like my immediate family on Christmas Day, like my sister, my nieces, my nephew, but we did really enjoy ourselves. We had food and we all were able to exchange gifts and, just spend time together because we never see each other.
You know what? Mine was good for the gifts. Me and my cousins, we always cut up, but this year when it came to the holidays, I only kicked it with my siblings, which is fine. That's cool. But I usually go to my cousin's house and we really just act a straight monkey. Actually, we won't be acting; we be some monkeys. Oh. But I got some really good gifts, and I was so blown away. I'm just like, oh my God, like.
I got some really good gifts too. No lie.
What you get?
Well, you got me some plants that I needed, and they're over here going strong.
When I tell you I got so many seeds, I got like 20 seeds to grow. Everybody got me plant stuff. So I got like carrots, kale, arugula. I got all kinds of stuff. I'm about to be by the time it gets warm outside, I'm gonna have a little greenhouse outside so the bugs won't get to my food like they did this year.
Period. I got shoes. My clients got me shoes. One of my clients got me a bag.
Man, so I got all of my friends necklaces and bracelets for Christmas only because I had a little, the little plug I had. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this for everybody. But people were so grateful. I didn't think nothing of it. I just was getting.
I literally had it on since I opened it.
Well, at least we know it ain't gonna tarnish.
Yeah, no, I'll be taking a shower with it.
Yeah, mine too. But no, I just thought it was a cool little gift. And I have some friends who used to tell me that they used to want a necklace with their name on it since like elementary school. So I'm like, okay, this is something cool to give my friends. But yeah, Santa Claus got me an i7 Plus iRobot vacuum, and let me tell you something.
Ariana.
I was shook. I'm like, excuse me? I know how much this costs.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna go down the list, but the iRobot was by far the best. I mean, honestly, this is the thing. I always tell Santa Claus to surprise me because some stuff anything I want, I get it for myself. Now, this iRobot thing is one of those things I've been teetering and tottering about because I never wanted to spend $800 on a vacuum cleaner. I just can't imagine that. And I had just spent $200 on my Dyson vacuum cleaner. So I was trying to find like knockoffs or other similar models to get. And Santa Claus kept saying like, no, just wait till after the new year. I'm like, sure, okay, I don't want to spend $800 anyway. And then boom, here it go, right here in my face. But anyway, so yeah, that's what happened, man. Then on so the day after, so actually the week of Christmas, I was having some issues with my furnace in my house. And then on Friday night, it completely went out. My heat stopped working. And I don't really know what happened, man. I was having some issues with it a while back, but it wasn't very obvious. So I didn't think nothing of it. And then the heat just wouldn't come on, period. And my allergies are very, very bad. I cannot get cold. And so I had to get a hotel for the weekend because if I stayed with Santa Claus, we was going to have some issues with the temperature. Because I like it hot. I'm on my JT. So yeah, but it actually ended up turning into be a fun little experience. I got a hotel at the Omni and the Battery, which was very nice. It was oh my god, just the Battery is just such a cute place. It's like you can low key. It's like a little getaway. So I mean, the hotel was nice. The environment was nice. I just got a chance to just be comfortable. It's so funny because even though I live alone, being in the hotel room, even though I was just laying in the bed, was like I was on vacation. It was weird, but I really enjoyed it. When it was time to go, I was mad.
Technically it is. I do feel like that because I've done it before with my ex. Like we used to get hotels all the time.
Okay, so let's move on to Shop Talk.
Okay.
All right. What you got?
What don't I got? So let's talk about how you feel about this situation with Playboi Carti and Iggy Azalea.
Oh, I'm glad because I was not going to.
So let me just put my little 2 cents in, even though I wasn't asked for, but here at OD Podcast, we're gonna put our 2 cents in anyway.
I'm putting 99.
Period. So listen, she's 30 years old, he's 23, 24, 23. Let's start there.
I thought she was older than that, to be honest, and that's no shade.
You decided to and honestly, they're both grown, so I don't even want to put age. It's so hard for me as an adult to not put age as a factor, but I just know where I was mentally at the age 23 and 24.
And where you are now at 31.
30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm no.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just start there. It just seems like, and I had to even sound like a racist, but it just seems like the typical white girl date a black boy story to me. Like, it's like I don't want to make it seem like they just go into these situations thinking that like, oh, he's going to be different. He's going to treat me a little different and da-da-da-da. Maybe she didn't have that thought, but in my head, I be feeling like they think like, okay, maybe he's going to treat me different. Like maybe I'm going to be the change. But, child, she was saying that he said he wanted the baby.
Yeah, so
but she aired it out. She woke up and chose violence right before Christmas. She literally sat in her house and she loaded up a child with about 150 bullets, one by one, and she let the motherfucker sing.
And you know what? Iggy don't be talking for real. So I was really shocked to hear her doing all this. This is the thing. So I personally don't associate it with race because I think she gives me the vibes of even though she's from Australia, she definitely has had a lot of black influence. I think that has made her be attracted to black dudes. I could be wrong, but this is my problem. I obviously I shame both of them, but let's be for real. Do you really look at a guy like Playboi Carti and think that that's the man I want to give a child to and he's going to treat me right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then the age gap, it's just unreal. I feel bad for her just because I don't feel like anybody should be in a predicament where they're being rejected by the child's father, they're being cheated on, they had to hide the pregnancy for his benefit, and all this other manipulative stuff. But you gotta be smart about the people you date. That is your fault. That's both of y'all fault. It's his fault for being trash. It's her fault for picking him to begin with. I'm not with it. I'm sorry. And don't get me wrong, I've been in some trash relationships, but and I know that she said that he asked for the baby. I know so many girls who have had babies off of dudes because the dude asked them, the dude planned it. I know 2 people right now that I could think of who a guy planned a baby with them, told them how important it was to them. They chose a date where they were going to conceive. It happened and he disappeared. And I mean, don't know where he at. I swear to God on everything I love, cannot find the man. And these kids are 4, 5, 6 years. I'm not even kidding. And I know another girl that I know who's in that same position. The same thing happened. This guy asked her to have a baby with him, did all this stuff, went so hard, got them an apartment together. He moved out, left her with the apartment, and then found out he got like 4 other kids, and he did the same thing. He told these other women he wanted to have. It's like this, like, you know, and don't get me wrong, Playboi Carti is obviously capable of being a good boyfriend or a good dad, but to me, there's a certain demeanor and personality and just overall quality of a person that you can see on the exterior, to me, that tells me a lot about how they are when it comes to stuff as serious and as long-term as that. So I'm sorry, you know, maybe my discernment is a little different, but I am not shocked that he is turning out to be who he's turned out to be.
That's crazy.
Very crazy. That's why I've been on birth control for more than 10 years. Okay. And I've been in relationships with decent guys who I know would be good dads, but I still would not have their baby. Like, there's nothing. And now they weren't even, how long was her and him together? Like a year and some change. Like, was there really enough there to feel like you should plan a life together?
Yeah, it was a mess. I mean, I the stuff she was saying, I was just like, wow, I can't believe that, you know, this was going on behind the scenes. But honestly, for real, Playboi Carti just doesn't seem all the way there. Like, he's pretty much just like a typical rapper his age.
Yeah,
like,
how can you imagine them two together? That was such an odd duo.
Yeah. But that's what they like. I mean, I don't know. Let me watch off. But
well, I ain't gonna watch mine. I'm sorry. I mean, I do feel bad for her, but I mean, you get what you pay for. You paid attention to him. This what you got.
Merry Christmas to both of y'all.
It's so embarrassing. Nobody wants to be in a position where the side chick or any girl that was involved in your relationship is saying stuff about you or disrespecting you on the internet. It's so embarrassing. And it's just like, Jesus Christ.
And mind you, the girl, a lot of people know her. Apparently, she is known around Atlanta. A lot of people was posting her saying that they know her. This one boy was being so weird. He was posting pictures with the girl. Like, oh, that's crazy.
That's what folks do. They try to milk out. It's like when somebody died now, all of a sudden you posting screenshots of text messages and DMs.
People are insane. Let me tell you something. This is so off subject, but I have to say this. Remember when that girl from Clark got killed?
Mm-hmm. The girl the roommate and her boyfriend killed her?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why this boy was posting the girl, the one who was dating the boy, posting pictures with her, talking about free her.
Oh my God. It's like, a few people that actually need to be in jail that I don't see some free posts for. And I'm like, no, there's a reason they're in jail, actually. They're not a victim of society's systemic racism. They actually are criminals. Child,
we know of some people that need to be in jail that is out here.
Okay, and the evidence is right there.
That's what I'm saying. So
he's probably still on the Mars Most Wanted list.
Listen,
but yeah, crazy. Yeah. Oh, but yes. So you said the guy was posting the girl. Yeah, that's just so weird. Like, let me tell you something. I know everybody is different, man. I try to, say that people can be with who they want to be with, but y'all, you got to understand what come with this stuff. Like, Iggy, you old enough to have known, or I would hope you old enough to have known better than to think that was something that she was going to be. Then when it was all done, I got exactly what I wanted. He's going to try to be better. I'm like, girl, that's what. Ask another baby mama how that worked out for them. How long do you think that's going? He just wants you to stop airing him out on the internet because he just dropped the album, which he claimed was the big reason behind all this stuff. All right, you know what couple is getting on my nerve while we speaking on couples?
Who?
DaBaby and Dani Leigh. I'm sorry.
It's so forced.
Do you think it's forced? Yeah, I mean, it's
like they're just throwing it in our face, like, because it seems as if, like, and I could be wrong, like, he probably do really like her, but it just seems like she's just like pushing that agenda to be public.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree because I don't follow either one of them, but I always come across these posts. Yeah, to me, she acts like a girl who never been in a relationship before. So she's just so happy. And I can't blame her for that if that's the truth. But, I feel like celebrities kind of get to that point where their antics are outshining their artistry. Still being one of those people. It's like you're just doing so much that people don't even care. Like, to me, I mean, and I could be wrong, but can Dani Leigh go, like, after her that song, that My Little Baby, like, are you gonna recover from that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that this is no shade to her, but I think that what I've noticed in the industry when it comes to these relationships is that they're trying to secure an extra source of income and they're trying to secure clout. I think that from the start of like the social media era relationship thing, I'm not saying that they were the first one to do it, but one of the most popular ones was Carti B and Offset. And from that moment, it seems as if guys purposely, especially guys who rap and in the industry or they're trying to get their name out there, it seems that they purposely go after women who are making noise. You know what I'm saying? Like who are in the industry doing that. And
it's kind of like the real, like Love and Hip Hop in real life.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it's and it was always the other way around too, like women going after guys who have money, who in the industry. But this is probably one of her first guys she's dealt with in the industry. And then like I'm personally tired of DaBaby's music because it always sounds the same. But I mean, I won't deny the fact that he is one of the top artists that's in the game right now. Like he's on top of the charts. He got a song with pretty much he him and Roddy Ricch's song was number one for the longest on the chart.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a really big DaBaby fan, but his antics was like his physical attributes, and I don't mean how he look or how he uses those items is what made me stop liking him. Yeah. Like hitting folks and all that, it just was too much.
Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely one of the artists in the game. So I feel like she like shit. I'm gonna just take advantage of that.
Yeah, even with the drama, and that's another one of those situations where you can clearly see what this person has going on, and you that's the route you chose. Like obviously we only know what social media shows us or what they show us on social media, but when I see the situation with him and his baby's mother, Mimi, and the stuff, the back and forth, it's like, do I really want to be involved with that? Probably not. But some people see that as a challenge. Because remember, him and Dani Leigh was rumored to be together before, and then he was with his baby mama, and then Dani Leigh was here. She go writing haikus on her story about knowing better and deserving better. And here you go.
Back sipping and dummy juice.
Choosing lemon water.
But then, from what I saw on the internet, who was the last person to have a birthday party that they all went to? Oh, Offset birthday party. He was there with his other girl or baby mama. Somebody he was there with.
Oh, but were they there together though? I think they just was both there.
They was around each other. Because the picture that I saw, they was close. I'm not like,
and that's what I'm saying.
Shoulder, but
listen, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be that far from the mic, but when we first discovered his baby's mother, it was in that interview, and it was like, are you and Kirk together? She was like, no, but that's my dude, or that's my end. That's enough. That's all I need to know. All right, let me find another man.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna let him go. So
then he done had another baby. Like, good Jesus.
I think that was the baby mama who was at the club. Offset.
Oh, probably.
Offset party. Yeah, I think it was her. It was just too much for me.
Too much. Anywho, all right. What else I got for?
Once again, I mean, this is off of the grid, but child, once again, Bobby Lytes is harassing freaking Lil Nas X, and it is just
Bobby Lytes is getting on my darn nerves. And you know what's so fun? A lot of these folks that get on my nerves, they get on my nerves by way of the blogs. It don't even be from me following them.
They do that on purpose. They know that it'll bring them some sort of notoriety and clout. And then the thing about the internet is people get over stuff so quick. So you'll have that moment where like you'll do something stupid and then everybody's on your page and all this other stuff. And then 2 days after that, it's gone. So you have
on to the next. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to consistently keep your name in the media. It's so fucking annoying. Speaking of that, I know you didn't watch it and you have no interest in it, but I gotta bring up this interview with Jason Lee and Andre, who used to date Jeffree Star. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, crack is whack. Don't do crack, don't do drugs. Leave the drugs alone.
He on drugs?
Listen, that's the only excuse. That's the only thing. It's either drugs or he seriously has a mental issue.
What was happening?
I was watching that interview. It was, keep in mind, the interview was 1 hour and 15 minutes long. The whole time my mouth was open. The whole time. Like, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start at, but that whole interview was just crazy. He was just talking about, now initially I thought he was gonna get on there and just like typically how that type of stuff goes. Like, after y'all break up, you get on there and spill tea about secrets and all that stuff. He got on there. He got on there. He started talking about how he is who slid into Jeffree Star's DM, and that he thinks that Jeffree Star is one of the baddest bitches out. He was like going in on how he thinks that Jeffree Star, he never seen nobody like him. He said that he doesn't identify.
Well, that might be true.
Yeah, he was. I never seen like him. I think he's just like to this day he thinks that he's a bad bitch. He says that he didn't even know who Jeffree Star was. He didn't know him. He didn't know nothing about none of that stuff. He just liked a few pictures and it ended up in the DM.
Okay, first of all, I don't believe that. That you, even if you don't know who he is or what he is, there's a reason why you slid in them DMs. He's obviously a public figure.
That's what Jason Lee was trying to get. He was like, "You're not dumb."
Exactly.
And he said that they were talking, and then Jeffree flew him out. Girl, he was getting too graphic, like with the set details, and then he was just saying it was just too much. Like,
wait, let me ask you this: so the Andre guy, did he have a following or anything before? It makes me wonder why would Jeffree reply to him.
So Andre is a professional basketball player, but he plays for the professional league in the UK.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
So he was definitely known because he's a professional basketball player. And then allegedly before Jeffree Star, he used to be around Chris Brown. He was one of Chris Brown's friends. And that's how he ended up meeting EJ King, who used to be Megan's stylist. And apparently he had a situation going on with EJ.
Oh my God.
He was messing with EJ for a long time. And
so when did he have time to be with the girlfriend?
So he said that she was lying, and I believe him because there's no way that he can have a girlfriend and be doing all this stuff.
Oh, it's a way. But
he was saying that the girlfriend is pretty much does the same thing. Like she dates men and women. She lives in a house with like 5 girls, and they be doing OnlyFans videos or whatever they got going on.
Okay, so it's multifaceted.
Yeah, so he was saying basically that, she ended up getting pregnant. Like that was like he was dating her at one point, but they never were in a committed relationship. And she ended up getting pregnant. She trapped him in by saying that he would never be able to see his son if they weren't in a relationship. So he faked it just so he could be around his son. This is what he said.
Oh God.
And then he was saying that Jason was like, so we're used to having sex with her. He was like, I was having sex with her like once a month because I don't have community dick and I don't want to just be fucking anybody. So I had to just stay where I was at.
Oh yeah, sure you don't. All right.
That's what he said.
Maybe
I don't believe him.
I don't know if I'm uneducated enough to sit through that. Not saying that you were, but that's just what annoyed me.
Like it was the craziest thing. And the way he was jumping from subject to subject. Something ain't there. He did the whole interview in a row.
I did see you post it. I think I did see you post like a clip from him.
Yeah, it was real crazy. Like it was insane.
Oh, child. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe it's one of those things I can listen to and not look at.
Oh no, you're gonna look at TV as soon as you hear. I'm telling you, it's no way that you can like. There's no way.
All right. Well, I'll put it in the episode notes and maybe I can review it tomorrow. All right. Let's move on to tweets from the streets. And this week I really want to talk about something. And this is not even new. This is always a thing that people do or Black people do to each other. But whenever something is popular in the Black community, suddenly it's oversaturated or y'all are running it to the ground. 2 examples I have is traveling to Tulum. And number 2, actually I have 3 examples. Number 2, Clubhouse, and number 3, designers. I guess you could say what's a popular designer right now? Chrome Hearts or something like that.
Chrome Hearts, Michael Kors, and Coach, because that was the original topic. I don't know which one you saw, but the original
Oh,
topic.
really? People say I didn't know people saying they was running those into the ground. I thought they were saying they weren't popular anymore.
Yeah, because they ran them into the.
Oh.
I don't know, but yeah, Chrome Hearts, Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, stuff like that. Yeah.
This is my issue with it. So I do think that when you see something way more than you normally do, it can be perceived as ran into the ground. And one of the classic eras of this I can think of is polo. I remember there was a time where Black people started wearing more polo, and it was just people were wearing polo hat, polo shirt, polo short, polo draw, polo socks, and it's like, okay, you like horses, like
Okay.
dang. To me, seeing that repetitively absolutely will run into the ground. It will just overly popularize it, and you don't like it anymore. It becomes unattractive. It's like a person that you thought was cute, and you find out they don't hit everybody in the city. It's like, okay, you don't run your stuff into the ground. But what I don't like is the travel thing, and the reason why is because travel, like these destinations are natural destinations. These are places that typically cost time, effort, and money to get to, and it's for your enjoyment. That's why it's a tourist attraction. But people have said things like Black people have run Santorini into the ground. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the only city I guess I could agree with is like Miami, but not even Miami. Miami is a freaking city built on cocaine. It's supposed to be lit, but I just don't think it's cool for people to only think that something is to think it's run to the ground because they see more Black people doing it. I don't think that's okay. That's anti-Black.
Yeah, definitely, I agree because I can specifically remember at one point in time, before a lot of Black people were wearing it, Ugg boots and Hollister and stuff like that was something that you mostly saw white people wore.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we did started to wear it, we referred to it as white boy swag.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So before that, and I hate to always use this analogy, but I always see the difference between how they do stuff and how we do things. Mm-hmm. And I think that my problem with Black people is just because you see a lot of people have it doesn't mean that you don't have to have it. You just do it different. Like you do it your own way. You know, of course you're going to see a million people wear something that's sold in the store that's accessible that's inside of a mall.
Yeah.
Like you're not the only person with money. It doesn't matter how much it costs. People will find a way to get stuff. Not just Black people, white people. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody. I just don't think it's fair. Now, I have been guilty of saying certain things have been ran into the ground. It's me being tired of seeing it, i.e. NutriBurst and all that. Tired of it. But honestly, it has made some people money. So, I mean, after a while, I just mind my business. I ain't doing it. I'm not taking it. I'm not buying it. And I'm not promoting it. So, whatever. But, you know, it was a time where I saw that everywhere. But I think that why is it that when you attach a Black person to something and you see a lot of Black people doing it and it's working for them, why do it have to be ran to the ground just because you're attaching Black people's name to it?
Yeah, I think you made a good point. When you see it a lot, that's what it is. People like to be the only person on something. They be like, oh, I was on, like I've seen people say, oh, y'all wasn't even on Telfar bags last year. I put y'all on type stuff. And I think that now, because this is the thing, Black people we are culture shifters. We push the culture forward. We inspire a lot of things, and I think that even though, I mean, honestly, I don't even know. I just think that that's what it is. Like if I went to a city where everybody was eating hot dogs, I'm like, honey, if I see another hot dog, I'm a punch a wall because I don't ran hot dogs to the ground. So now I think about it, I don't know where I stand on this opinion.
I mean, honestly, you get tired of it, but I think that what it is like, okay, the whole purpose. I mean, we live more than ever right now. We live in an era of social media. Like, if social media wasn't bad now, during the pandemic, all we got is our phones for real. You know, and I'm speaking for states whose city isn't open because I still have to realize that I live in Atlanta and baby, allegedly Corona don't live here because
no, it do. People still dying.
Like everything is just open, wide open. Stuff is going on. But just speaking for cities states and cities outside of Georgia that are continuously shutting down, and that have never reopened, all you got is your phone. So of course you're glued to it, and if you see something a lot and you like, okay, you know what, this is kind of cute. I kind of want that. I kind of want to have that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like, I don't know. Like, you're not going to be the only person with it. And I have to watch my mouth too sometimes because I've said some things like that. And then I turn around. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I do want
it grows on you.
Yeah.
It's like a song. There are so many songs that I do not like, but I actually listen to the radio. And when it's on, I just start to like jig a little bit, but I still don't like the song.
Yeah,
I just think that people sometimes can overdo stuff for sure. Like when I mentioned the polo hat, draw socks, shoes, is that necessary? No, it is not. Like Jesus Christ, have some couth.
They want to be here. So one thing about my people that I love is that we gonna show out.
They gonna stunt for sure.
They gonna stunt. That's what I love about it. Like I feel like Black people, we can make the smallest things. Like I said, even thinking back to like Hollister and stuff. People used to like really outdo it, like with the Hollister.
We said we was on that before everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Years before.
For sure. But when the girls got on it, they were on it, and they was doing it. I mean,
let me ask you this: do you think that the oversaturation comes from the hood? Because you could say Black, but we know Black don't mean hood. Because I think that the hood got its own style, and I think that's what a lot of people use as a reflection of their opinion of our culture.
For me personally, from my own hood experience, I'm only speaking from my own. From my personal hood experience, I feel like being in the hood, people are constantly trying to prove how unhood they are.
Oh my goodness, yes, you're right.
So in order to do that, you have to show, oh baby, yeah, I can buy this, but not only can I buy this, I can get the shirt, the shoes, the jacket, the car, this, and this, and this, and that.
You know, you are so freaking right. I was actually just thinking about this. I was just on social media the other day, and I was looking at all the people I saw with Moncler coats and Louis V shoes. And I'm like, y'all are trying to live like these celebrities. You really are. Yeah. But you don't have to have that.
Ouch.
You in labor?
Something is wrong with the back of my foot.
Oh, it ain't gout, is it? I'm sorry.
I'm in pain. It hurts so bad. I'm trying to play it off. I don't know what I did to the back of my foot, but it's been hurting for like a month.
Yeah, make sure it's not gout for real. That's not a reed. So just make sure, because that can come from.
I looked it up. I think it's like a little. I just got an email saying my Telfar bag is on the way from the thing.
Okay, you ran it to the ground. See what I'm saying? Dang.
No, I'm saying from the bag security. I ordered this in August.
I know, running it to the ground. How many you done bought since then?
Listen, that's my everyday bag. Listen.
So by the time you guys, well, actually, this will come out on New Year's Eve. Dang, today's Tuesday?
It don't feel like Thursday.
I thought it was Monday.
No, girl, it's Tuesday.
I honest to God, I don't even remember working yesterday. All right, well, so this will come out tomorrow, and by the time you guys, the next episode, it will be 2021, and so Draco and I want to talk about our intentions for the new year. Obviously, we know people do the cliche thing of New Year's resolution, but sometimes it is good to kind of reassess your life and your plans when a new year comes around, because it's kind of like having a birthday, like looking forward to what 32 brings or whatever brings. So do you have anything that you would like to manifest for the new year?
I have a plethora of things to manifest for the new year.
We love to see it and hear it.
Okay, let's do it. So for starters, I want to be healthier. At one point in my life, I was vegan, and honestly, now that I look back at it, it was probably one of the best times. Just my energy level was high. Like I actually had more fun making meals being vegan than anything else. Like I was way more creative than I am now, because I feel like I eat the same things over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
And so I want to get back to that. Like I definitely see a difference in my eating habits. Like I have become like so busy, and just the type of food that I eat, I'll be falling asleep. I'll be sitting here talking to you. Like, I'll be laying on my bed, and I'll be texting somebody. I'll fall asleep mid-sex. Because I be so sluggish from food, and it could be from work too. But honestly,
No, sometimes if you eat clean, you can literally notice the difference in your energy.
So I definitely want to do that. I've been just kind of writing a list of like what I want to try. I've been saving stuff on Pinterest about, stuff I want to try, but I really do want to just strictly only drink water for a minute. I need to cut out alcohol because I feel like that shit is making me gain weight. Honestly, I just want to be healthier. Like I just want to, for starters, just stop eating unhealthy. That's one. So I'll just pass the mic over to you before I continue on to my other one.
I just have a lot of physical things I want to take care of. Yes, like you, I do want to eat better. I don't eat as bad. I think COVID really shifted my eating habits. But lately I've been leaning more on the sweet stuff, and I gotta get back out of that. But I'm gonna get all my teeth fixed. I'm working on that now, but I'm gonna get I got 3 teeth that need to be implanted. I ain't ashamed. I got my $3,000 ready. So y'all put them new teeth in my mouth. I got a new car, so I'm just waiting for it to deliver. That'll be in the new year. I am going to honestly, I just want to experience new stuff, man. I just want getting that hotel over the weekend just kind of reminded me of just how much I miss traveling. I just really hope that COVID, at least the pandemic, is downgraded to an epidemic so it could be a little looser. But I'm just looking forward to just having new adventures, honestly. I think as far as like stability, I'm good. I do want to have better habits. I do want to be more physical, but I just want to just, explore, get out there.
Yeah, I feel you. I also want to increase my income for the new year. Like every year, my goal is to go up on my actual prices. So during the year, I like to make sure that what I'm doing, it gives increase on your, So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like my gigs that I've had this year and just the work that I produced this year has really shown that I'm deserving of a better rate or a higher rate.
Hey,
so that's for number one. And I also want to create another line of income. So I want to start a cosmetic line. I don't know where to start. So I'm gonna start back saving money because what I want to do is be able to travel to like an actual factory and create my own products. Like I'm gonna do a little bit more research on how I can do that, but I don't want it to be a thing where I'm like Googling on AliExpress and finding palettes that's pre-made and then slapping my name on it. And you know what I'm saying? Like I really want this.
You want to be a lasting product because I think that matters. There's a lot of people who have cosmetic lines who don't even do cosmetics, so that'd be great for you. You know what I'm saying? And you know the kind of products that people like because you working with them and you see the results that they have on people.
Yeah. So I want to do that, and then I also want to tap into other things. Like I want to do apparel. So I do want to do like my own apparel line of loungewear for one. I just love loungewear. Like I love sweats, I love hoodies, and I want it to be something for everybody. But this is really something for me to work in because I want to come out with like aprons and just work tools too. But I actually want it to be like something that people will wear out. Yeah, like it don't have to be nothing for work. Like I got the logo and stuff ready. I have different ideas of like the products that I want to do, but I want to do that cosmetic line. And also, I'm going to start doing one-on-one lessons again. I haven't done a personal one-on-one lesson in years, like years.
By choice?
By choice. I just stopped doing them just because, for one, I didn't have a space to do them in because I wasn't working in like a salon or a suite or anything. And I like my personal lessons to be personal like that. Like I need an actual space so that way I can have pictures to post and whatever.
Yeah, people have special needs like me. It took me a while. It took me a few one-on-ones.
I mean, it's not something. Makeup's not something that you can get. I promise you. I probably didn't get good at makeup for real, up until like my 4th year of doing makeup.
I think I'm good, so I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, because you're doing it on yourself over and over. But imagine me.
Yeah, I can. You know what? There have been a few people who've asked me to do their makeup because they're like, I'm like, hold on, that's not the same thing.
No.
at
So
all.
me not doing it on myself, like I have to do it on different people. So I'm encountering like people with different eye shapes and different skin textures, different skin colors. Like I noticed that a lot of people from, and I pay attention to ethnicity, like where people are from. So like people from like East Africa or certain parts of Africa, you can tell like the undertones in their skin is different. Like a lot of people have more redder undertones when they're from India, or olive undertones when they're from India, certain part of India, or whatever the case be. Like I look at that and see. It took me a long time to train my eye to see that. Like I can look at their neck and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start back doing one-on-one lessons, and I do want to do a webinar. So that's gonna be like my 4 or 5 areas of income. It could increase, but I'm just gonna start there. I also want to get into traveling more.
Yes.
And guess what though? I'm noticing that I actually want to try traveling in a small group or alone.
Alone.
Let me tell you something. That trip last week was the best trip I went on. No lie.
It looked fun.
No lie.
Look COVIDy, but it looked fun.
It was so much fun. Like that was the best trip I've ever been on. So all the people that's out there talking about everybody running to Lumen Ground, they are and they should. And I recommend.
It's the thing though. A lot of people never been before. I mean, I've never been, and I'm gonna go. So it's like not even that serious. It's just I just don't understand that. Like, you should want people to explore what this earth has to offer. Jesus Christ.
They own stuff that they
and there's so much culture to Mexico. You know what I mean? That's where people they're so close-minded. It's like Tulum is like its own world within that country. It's just like, shut up.
Just like now, I know everybody go Aspen, everybody I'm like, girl, go.
What you mean, everybody? People been going to Aspen.
Yeah, but it's a trend now. So everybody just like,
I had no idea.
Yeah. Every week somebody going there, but honestly, I'm like, that's a place where we don't experience that type, so we don't experience snow. But even if we did,
that's literally one of the most popular places ever. I never okay. Well, I guess I got an audience. All right, what's next? What else we got?
Well, no, you supposed to go.
I don't really have nothing else. I just try to continue to live a positive life. I just want to maintain stability. That's always my biggest thing. My life has to be together, man. I just can't I don't really have anything right now that's like oh my God, I gotta do this. But I just want to enjoy my job and not lose the things I worked hard for. So whatever it takes to maintain that is what I'm looking to do. I'm very pleased with my relationships with people, and I'm just pleased with what I've done for myself. So I just, I'm not looking to move again or make any more big purchases. The car was the last thing, and so I'm just, just want to stay happy.
Me on the other hand, I'm comfortable with where I'm living right now. But there's always room to grow, and there's always room for bigger. Mm-hmm. Now, I do feel like I have enough space here as of now, but a year from now, I know I'm gonna probably feel different. And then on top of that, I'll be making more money, and credit will be way better. So I'll be able to look into different options, or I could be looking into options to move out of Georgia, because that is still something on the table for me. Like I do want to experience that. Say for instance, if I get a property here or something, and I just go live somewhere for like 3 months, 2 months, even if it's that small, like I'll be satisfied. But I just genuinely want to experience something different.
Yeah, I understand that. I agree. I always, I always say I want to live in London, but I'm gonna hang that up because I don't really care as much about it. But I do want to experience living somewhere else. Besides my little stint in California, that was, it was different because I didn't get to choose where and all the other stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to travel.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, yeah. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Hopefully we can give y'all some visuals in 2021. If the COVID want to act right, because that's really all it's gonna take. And yeah, I'll just, thank y'all for holding on strong, man. We've been consistently doing this podcast every week except last week. And it's a lot of podcasts that started this year and they already done fell off. And we've been doing this for a couple of years.
For sure. Also, do not forget, we have merch still on sale. T-shirts, hoodies, mugs. Check it out in the link in our bio.
Yep, or just go to odpodcast.com.
Hiriana. And that's it. Signing out of 2020. One of the worst years, but we made it work. We still
One
here.
of, yeah, no, it is one of, at least in modern history. Yeah, y'all.
Yeah.
See y'all next year. Stay safe.
Yeah. 2021, we outside, baby.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye.